Here is an example with a cosine function, and we see here that x should be between 0 and 8, so just draw the x-axis here. And we see the amplitude here is the number ahead of cosine, which is 2. The equals linear is the line y equals to the constant term, which is 3. And we see that the 0 point here is x equals to minus 1. The 0 point of this angle here. And so we can start with this Liquors linear 1, 2, 3 here. So we have a Liquors linear here. And we see the amplitude is 2, so we go 2 down to 1, and 2 up to 5. So here's the frame of the graph, like this. And the 0 point here, when x is minus 1, this will be 0, and then we get cosine of 0, and cosine of 0 is equals to 1, so this is 1, so we get 2 times 1 plus 3, so we get 5. So when it's cosine, when the 0 point here is the maximum point. So we know that we have a maximum point, but x equals to minus 1, so we have to go over here. So here we have a maximum point. Yes, so a maximum point when x is minus 1, since it's cosine here. And we need a period, and the period is 2 pi divided by k, and k here is pi over 4. So it's 2 pi divided by pi over 4, multiplied by 4. So we get 8 pi divided by pi. So this is 8. The period is 8. This means if I go 8 to the right, I will find the next maximum point, which is then when x is 7, right? So minus 1 and 7. And in between those two maximum points, in the middle of those, instead of go 8 to the right, I just go half of that 4 to the right. In between here, there will be a minimum point. And in between these 2 points, 3 and 7, which is 5, there will be an intersection point with a Liquors linear. And the same thing here, if we go 2 to the left, I will find an intersection point like this. So the graph here will look like this here, right? And actually, I'm going to draw it from 0 to 8, so I'm not going to have this. It's not a part of the graph, so it just looks like this, right? So that's the graph, and the maximum point, of course, is then x7, and the y-coordinate is 5, and the minimum point is x equals to 3 and y equals to 1. So that's an example of cosine.